Master Reddit. Subscribe for more videos.
A galactic genie suddenly granted one wish to the people of Earth. No one knew a wish was going to be granted, the wish was selected by everyone's inner desire, and majority wins. What wish ends up getting granted? I wish I didn't have to go to work. Something quarantine. Yup, kept saying I wanted to spend more time with the kids, now look at me, with them 24/7. F. Probably something really depressing if you averaged it out across everyone. A bowl of rice or something. Considering how the first two answers were food, I think you're right. Or everyone has a bigger dick. Nah, no one cares about dick size when you don't know when you'll eat your next grain of rice. Man, if I had a bigger dick I could use it to earn money for rice. Here's a man who sees the ass as half full. We shall prostrate ourselves before him. Wait, so does the question imply everyone's inner desire at that moment that the wish is being granted, because then yes, the answer is probably food, right? But another way to interpret the question is everyone's inner desire. If they were personally given the wish, what they would have done with the wish is their inner desire. I didn't articulate that second one very well, but it's how I interpreted it at first. Everyone getting someone that they can love and they love them back. Ah. There are so many people fighting with depression or are just plainly sad. I think the world will ask to be happy. Honestly, it's possibly the best one. If everyone is happy, there will be less fighting. Unfortunately, it may keep abused people with abusers, unless it changes the circumstances to make the person happy. That would be awesome. I wish things would be better so I could finally be happy. If the world worded it like this, it would turn out pretty amazing. The abused wouldn't be happy being abused, so if everyone is happy then the abuse must have stopped. We're talking about magic though. It could instead make everyone happy with the situation they are in. So we got a genie that misinterprets everything on purpose? Of course we would get someone like that. Potentially, most wish givers in mythology twist wishes into something sadistic. Most wishes boil down to happiness. On the surface the wishes are different. Some people want money, some people think of food, some want sex, some people want revenge, some people want world peace, but the uniting factor is it's all things people think will make them, even temporarily, happy. That why felt it was a very universal wish which would do everything everyone wants. We got COVID-19 anti-immigration types wanted to see a lot fewer people trying to cross the border. Kids wanted an early end to school. Dogs wanted their owners to stay home. Progressives wanted a reduction to wealth inequality. Environmentalists wanted a massive reduction to fossil fuel consumption and air pollution. Peaceniks wanted to see nations coming together for a common goal. The genie was being efficient and maliciously literal. You know, I've been thinking about this a lot recently, though not necessarily in a genie sense. Nearly everyone I know has a COVID-related I wanted X, but not like this. Story. I'd like to add to your list, people with social anxiety who wanted an excuse to not be around people who just really wanted a day off, people who wanted more money and are now forced into working overtime. Definitely some sort of monkey's paw thing going on. Edited because I hit post too early on accident. I've been telling my company that I can do my job from home for the past 2 years, and they kept telling me I couldn't. So, wish granted, but not like this. Not like this. Or you could end up like me, someone with social anxiety who still has to work, and now work overtime, because they have a retail job. I actually am in that situation, weirdly enough, but my monkey's paw is a bit more complicated. 1. I have social anxiety and wanted to spend less time around people. 2. I have worked crappy from home freelance jobs for the past 2 years because of my social anxiety. In January, I decided enough was enough on not having money, so I applied to work as a dog bather, have done it in the past, very little human interaction on top of my other jobs. In February, I got the job and went through training and passed very quickly. The day after my training, when I was supposed to start my first day of work, my state shut down all non-essential businesses. On the bright side, my new job is at a place that is considered essential. On the not-so-bright side, my new job itself was non-essential. So, instead of being a dog bather, they decided to keep me on and just have me work on the retail side of things. So, in regards to wish number 1, the bars all shut down, and I no longer have to suffer through social interaction. And in regards to wish number 2, I get more money. And in regards to both wishes, I now have to work around people a lot. Because of the overtime, and I can't see my therapist to help me through it anymore. Never. Wishing. Again. And I'm very sorry that, apparently, my monkey's paw wish has negatively impacted you as well. A reduction to wealth inequality. This is the only one where I think you're wrong. A great many working-class people just became unemployed. A great many middle-class people are watching their savings evaporate. The businesses and landlords that fail will mostly be the small ones owned by middle-class people. The rich will stay rich. Also, the ability to offset active income with passive losses is going to significantly help rich people out. Rich people will be fatty and calorie-dense sources of food. They are also generally easy prey, out of shape. Just saying. Wouldn't rich people be more in shape, since they can afford the best diets, trainers, and they can stay home and work out in their personal gym? Exactly, dude is living in the 1600s. Nowadays, poor people are fat and weak from cheap junk food and no health care, while rich people are fit and healthy from diet, exercise, Viagra and liposuction. If anything, this will increase wealth inequality, as the wealthy coast along just fine and the poor lose jobs and end up in debt spirals. Middle-class small business owners lose their whole investment, people able to work from home do okay, but even so, food and necessity costs increase, which deprives them of savings. Only people with plenty of money come out of this without noticing anything. And they will be the ones with the investable money at the end, so they will capitalize on the scorched earth. Wealth inequality will increase for sure. I mean, in Canada there is a decent chance that this will result in UBI becoming a reality. Students want to pass their exams and that just got a whole lot easier now they're open book. Seriously though, I had 2 resits this term and was gonna let one go, but now I did both and might pass my first year with all credits. I have a coworker with 2 kids in university. From what she's been telling me, the exams just got a whole lot better. You answer one question online and move on to the next. You cannot go back. This can help with the cheating. No 2 students get the exams in the same order. Same content, but student A gets question 15, student B gets it as question 1. This is grade-level comp sci randomization. If you can't go back, you better know your shit when you answer the question. I'd like to think everyone is happier with their life. But it's probably more like everyone is a little bit more attractive, but since everyone is, no one is. When everyone's super, no one will be. Everyone on the world gets more money, leading to a crash in our economy and the beginning of the fall of man. Just in case you haven't looked outside lately, the economy is crashing. Looking outside? Is that even legal right now? Just don't get caught. Everyone has $1 billion. But suddenly the supply markets all crash. No one's buying cheap crap, so it all tanks. Ferrari can't keep up with demand, so a Ferrari now costs $100 million. The housing market crashes, where all the decent homes sit on the market, and all the mansions are sold and they've run out of land to build more mansions. By the time people realize what they've done, all the companies that cater to the middle class tank and are out of business and the world is screwed. No one can get normal goods anymore, and what's left costs millions and millions of dollars. By the time things recover, inflation is so ridiculous that a gallon of milk costs $500. Immortality. It's the one universal fear. That or clean water or food. Or the knowledge of what actually happens after we die. Ooh, I like that one. But could either side really deal with the reality? There would definitely be people who are like, God doesn't follow the rules of a genie. And, I don't believe in genies, why the fuck would I trust an alien to tell me God is real? I guess it would just be the people whose entire identity is based in their belief structure or the ones profiting from it who would be the most outspoken about it. To be happy. I wish every day to be happy, with my current situation. It doesn't even matter if nothing changed externally, internally I feel everyone just wishes to be happy. I think that a genie would modify people's reactions to their own situations, thus resulting in everyone being content with their own livelihood. Since most of the world's population is poor or homeless, maybe money. I don't think so, people want to have a good life. The question asked about the deepest desire, but money is only a way to achieve your aim. The desire itself may be something like justice, fairness, love, happiness, etc. That genie is bullshit, genies give 3 wishes. What we have here is stingy fairy. It's definitely gonna be sex related. Now, the question is which poor celebrity will be passed around? Jason Momoa. You talk big. But did you see him in Stargate Atlantis? We are all rich billionaires. But since so much more money has been magically injected into the economy, inflation skyrockets. The currency we all now own is worthless. Ironically, no one can afford to buy anything. Businesses close and economies collapse. People lose their homes. Farms shut down and people begin to starve. Riots erupt in the streets. People are so desperate for order, for normalcy, they subscribe to totalitarian leaders. Governments are driven to war in an erroneous attempt to revitalize the state. World War III is a free-for-all. No friends, no allies, only targets and backstabbers. Nation-states are decimated. Some states in a vain attempt to avert annihilation employ nuclear arms. The world is destroyed, billions perish. The survivors live in a world that is an ill shadow of its former self. The survivors begin to rebuild and rule themselves again. Leaders and nations rise and fall. Seasons pass as the world turns. Now separated by generations from the survivors of the apocalypse, their descendants begin to wish they had more than others. Be careful what you wish for. No matter what side of history we are told to be on, human beings want the same thing all over the world. The truth. We would wish for the truth. From Trumpistan to Sandertopia. Both knuckleheads want the same thing. Truth. I don't know what truth means at a universal level, nor does anyone else. What a world we would live in if we saw truth and falsehoods by intuition alone. Almost no one wants the truth. Almost everyone wants what they already believe to be the truth. They'd rather reality change than be wrong and then corrected.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos.